We're getting good at this.
Yeah, here we go. So we're recording this. It is June 6th, correct? Am I right?
You are correct.
And some interesting stuff has gone down. So I just want to welcome everybody to the New You Life family. Those who are building a business and feel and see and know what we have in store for what could be the next decade, some maybe even longer, hopefully. But we are on the ground floor of greatness, and I truly believe it. I try to share my story on Saturday. I'm going to share my story with a room of over 400 people. We have Joe Giuliano flying in, and Cabadon's coming down, and I guess Danielle Rich is going to be there. All the Jersey people, Brian Mira and his PA crowd. We got some people coming up from Georgia as well as Virginia area. So we have people coming in from Rhode Island and Massachusetts, as far south as Georgia, and it's to just be around this group of leaders that are leading the charge. And it's very similar to what went down in my life, in 2010. I was telling cracking up, just texting with Emily before about, this product. We need the product now, and how frustrating it is, and how people really want the product, right? People are dying for it, and that is such an insane place to be, surrounded by a bunch of people who are foaming over this product. Like, I need to have it, and I want to have it. I've been off my product for a month, and I feel a difference. How lucky are we to be in a position where we already know that? And this started, and I looked at the chart, and I'm going to go here real quick just to make it a point to show you. And so everyone can just see how blessed we are to be here. And I'm just going to pull this up, and I want to make a point of saying this to everyone here so you can just see. Let's go to the slideshow. Let's go here. Let's click here. And let's go from the current slide. Make a mental note of this. On March 3rd, we had 1,600 distributors. On June 3rd, 3 days ago, we had 16,000 distributors. Okay, just make a mental note and say to yourself, we did a lot of that without a credit card processor, and a lot of that without product, most of it, with half of it without product. We've grown 10 times in 3 months. We haven't grown 50%, 70%, 100%. We've grown 10 times in 3 months. The 16,500, 600 where we are right now to 60,000 is going to happen in a blink. I promise you that. Each and every one of you, it's where you're going to be in the mix and how many people you're going to have in your business. Because my analogy, even back in 2010, when we were building our Veridian business, we had only a regional company. We weren't a national footprint. We were excited about retail energy and making $1 a meter. $1 a meter. I had 24,000 customers, and I made around $22,000, $23,000. We were excited about that. You had 23,000 customers in New You Life or distributors. You're making a profound amount of money. In fact, if you have 2,000 distributors on your weak leg, you're making $42,000 of just volume pay for the month, plus bonuses, plus check match. You're making over $50,000 a month with 2,000 distributors. We've got 16,500. We've grown 10 times in 3 months. 10 times from 1,600 to 16,000. So let me just track back a little bit. 2010. We were in pre-launch in February of 2010, and we didn't go live until May 17th of 2010. So we had no product to sell. We didn't even know what our rates were going to be. So we couldn't even say, we're going to save you 25%, we're going to save you 10%. We didn't even know how much money we're going to save people. But what do? We saw the end game. We had a little bit of vision to say, deregulation of energy is going to be just like the telecom industry. A lot of people are going to choose a third-party supplier, and every time they pay the utility bill, we're going to get paid. So it made sense to me. It was a greener product, so people love the whole green movement. So we sold $399 to be an associate, by the way, $59. $400 to hold your place, not even in a binary, it was in a unilevel, which meant there was no spillover. There was no building. So you just held the spot for $400, and I can't tell you how many people did nothing. But some people got going. I signed up 27 distributors. 10 of them went on the witness protection program, never even called me again. $400 for nothing. Nothing.
Donut. Big donut.
Donuts. $400 on nothing. Never called me again. Okay? But about 17 left over, maybe 10 of them did some stuff, and 7 of them put their head down and went to work. And it built my business of 24,000, 25,000 customers, and it paid me for 8 years. In fact, Friday, guys, all of you listening, Friday I'm getting paid from my company still. My check's not going to be crazy. It'll probably be about $55,000, $6,000, maybe $6,500, but it's $6,500 of residual income that I've been getting paid for 8 years. And I haven't done a thing with that company right before my sister got sick. So I really checked out of the business in 2015. And here we are in 2018, mid 2015, I checked out because she was diagnosed in July. So I haven't worked for 3 years. I'm still getting paid. That's the model we have. Only our product. We already know it works. We already know the compensation plan pays out plentiful. I want to say that it's not aggressive, but it's lucrative. It's juicy. There's a lot of money in the plan, you know.
North of like 50%, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's $22, $20, $21, $22, $23 a meter. A customer. So it's like a distributor. And these are only based on lame numbers. These are based on you using one. That's it. That's no retail. That's no commercial retail. That's no friends buying on your site. That's not you becoming a coach and getting 2. That's one bottle.
Yeah.
So this will translate to, we were doing the numbers and laughing before with Bob Maneve, one of my guys, and I said, imagine you have 100,000 associates. I'm sorry, let me go back. I'm way ahead. Imagine you had 1,000 associates, right? And everybody just got one commercial customer 6 months from now, 8 months from now. And they bought 40 bottles of gel monthly. That's 1,500 points on top of 1,000 associates. That's 1.5 million points of volume.
Wow.
Imagine that on each leg. Imagine if it's only 100 associates on each leg doing that. That's 150,000 points of volume on each leg. Okay, so the reason why I'm all amped up is that I think everybody for $59 should at least be teaching everyone to go out and just put 3 on your left and 3 on your right, just so you qualify for coach when the volume comes in. Because right now, you know, we're not getting a lot of traction from people. They're standing still. They're waiting. Don't do that. Do what I did. Do what we did back in 2010 and just have a little faith. We had blind faith. Remember, we were going on. We had no experience. We were going on, I hope to God the technology works. I hope to God the technology with our back office reads the technology with our provider, which reads the utility, which can do the billing the right way, and people can pay their bill and they will kick back a commission to our company and they'll pay us. We had too many moving parts. We already know people are foaming. They're out of their minds. They want Somaderm. They need the product. We know what it's doing for people's lives. And we know it's paying out. So for $59, if everybody just went out and put 3 on each side and taught everybody just to do 3 on each side, and that just duplicated down 3 levels, not 5 levels, not 10 levels, not 20 levels, 3 levels. Your people, your people's people, and their people. 3 levels. Yeah. It's 258 distributors. Divided by 2, it's 129 distributors times just 1 bottle of gel. And that puts you at 18,060 points of volume. You're almost a life coach. So when the trigger gets pulled, they start swiping all those credit cards. You're bumped up. You're at life coach. I remember what I was making at life coach, but it was like 2 G's a week at life coach with the bonus money.
Yeah.
I mean, even if we just said, generally speaking, life coach would put you over $5,000 a month in commission. and pay you $700 a month towards your car payment, you would have to say to yourself, that's doable. That's so doable. Me going out, you going out, Kevin going out. If there's one thing in common that Kevin, myself, and Emily all have, we all have over 30 people we've recruited into the business. 30 people at least. So you're thinking to yourself, let me at least go out and get 3 and 3, 6. Let me go get 4 and 4, 5 and 5. Go out and get 10 so that you've covered your qualification for Diamond Ambassador. And if that duplicates down 3 or 4 levels, you've got literally thousands of people in your business. But a minimum for $59, go out there and get 3 on your left, 3 on your right. And you do 4 on your left, 4 on your right, 5 on your left, 5 on your right. I mean, the numbers are staggering. Brian Carruthers, if you just go on and put Brian Carruthers, 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 he's got a video with one more, recruiting just one more. And he just does every month, if you just went out and got 2 associates and taught everybody just to get 2, after 12 months, you'd have 4,096 associates in your business. He said, but what if you just went out and recruited just one more? Instead of just 2 a month, which is 1 every other week, go after 3 a month. Just go look at the video. It's literally 500,000 people after a year. Just by adding 1. Just go on YouTube, look up Brian Carruthers, 1 more, and the power of recruiting just 1 more.
Yeah.
And all I'm asking you guys to do, and everybody here, myself included, for $59, show someone the graph. Explain to them that this little startup with this proprietary product that could ultimately be the anti-aging solution for millions of people worldwide, only 16,000 people in the world know about it. It's $59 to secure your spot right now. We just went from 1,600 associates to 16,000 in 3 months. You don't want to pass up on this. That's easy to say. It's easy to convey. It's easy because it's coming from the heart. It's not made up. The numbers are real. And we know the way we feel about the product, and we know the way we feel about the company. I think this is the platform from each and every one of us on this tonight and listening in to make it with this company. And I'm going to convey that from this day forward. This is it. So, Kev,
Yeah.
I want you you got anything? I want you to add some stuff. If you have some stuff you want to add.
Well, we always like the numbers, right? Because, if you can measure it, it's worth doing. So if we take, just conservatively, if we took that 3-month growth rate and extrapolated it out to 6 months, you're at $1.6 million in a year. You're at $16 million in 2 years. You're at $160 million in 3 years. So but you bring up a great point about secure the opportunity now. It's such a low entry point. You didn't even have that when you had no product in a much lower margin process.
$60 is a joke.
And it's hard to get the feeling that we get from this product from reading a meter or saving $5 on your utility bill. So Joe Giuliano said it best the other night. I thought it was great when he was kicking off the Alex call. He said, in my 25 years plus of multi-level, I probably had 20 different products that could do what this one product does. And it's all in one bottle. And I know it works. I've already been on it for almost a year, if not more. And now I have friends and multiplied throughout this whole distributor tree of telling me the exact same benefits. There's no way to trick somebody into this. There's no way to say, hey, just keep doing it. It's a placebo effect. There's nothing that would let anybody really get to the level of traction we've had, where the high class problem is now, let's just get everything right. Let's have everything strengthened. Let's have everything for those absolutely staggering numbers. If we went 10 times the business in 3 months and took it out and said double the time frame, you're still at over 1 million people and then over 8 figures in 2 years. And you can say it best.
It's insane. My thoughts before this whole thing happened, right? You heard me say we'll have 30,000 distributors by the time we go live, which was the official launch by the end of the summer. Those numbers are blown away. I blow those numbers away now. I'm looking at more like 65, 70,000, because when everyone gets their product and 16,000 people get up their butts, and everybody just brings in one associate apiece next month, say in July, it's 32,000 people. If everybody just goes out and gets one person in August, it's 64,000 people. That's one person apiece. It's not going to happen like that. People are going to get shot out of a cannon. We're bringing in real big hardcore MLMers now. They're looking over going, I want to take a look. I had a buddy of mine, I signed him up 2 days ago, and he just signed up his first 2 people, and he's coming this weekend, which I'm really happy about your event. Everyone needs to just be at an event. You just need to be around other New You Life distributors and their teammates and say, look each other in the eye and go, you know what? This is it. For me, this is it. I am going to put the blinders on, and I'm going to share this video, and I'm going to share my excitement, my exuberance, my passion for this product with as many people as I possibly can, because you know what? Someone's going to say, you know what? Shit, I believe you, man. You look great. I mean, we haven't even got to the point where physically people are going to see the change in people over a year. They're going to physically see you from a year ago to a year on the product and go, what have you been doing? It's going to be this conversation to go, yeah, I lost 25 pounds, 20 pounds, 15 pounds. My skin looks clear. I feel great. You look, my God, you look great. What are you doing? This is what I'm doing. You're kidding me. Yeah, you should definitely look into the business too. I started out small and this thing went crazy, and now there's, I mean, take a guess. What do you think? October 1st. How many associates? Think about it.
Honestly, I mean, we're definitely at 6 figures. I just don't know to what level. I think that the company going in this rapid pace, and the efforts that were put in this past week to get the multiple manufacturers. The interesting thing I'd also point out too, you talk about opportunity and waste time. Like a lot of people are saying, well, I want to try the product first, right? We're seeing more stories pop up within the team and within the group that it's like, hey, this person signed up X amount of people that never tried the product, just understands the opportunity. More of those stories are going to come out. And what's interesting is product ships next week, right? The 15th or something to that effect, or 9 days. It will have been a month since we've put the $59 option in place. There will only be, and I say this now, at first I was a little bit like, oh, what are we going to do? And then that quickly changed to, you're only going to have a shot at this $59 entry for another 45 days at most.
That's right.
Think about that. You're going to get in for ground level and have a chance to build your business and process this at a very, very low cost to you.
People pay $99 to get a BJ's card or a Sam's Club card. They pay $100 to spend money.
Yep.
So we're asking you to spend $59, invest $59 in the best opportunity I've ever seen in my life, with a home run product that has been proven for a decade plus to be a game changer, and we get to market it to the masses. And OPS, no one knows about it yet. There's 300 plus million people in the country, and only 16,000 know. Can you know what 1 million people represents percentage-wise in this country? 0.3% population. A million people using the product is $140 million a month in revenue. It's $1.7 billion. This company will bypass all of these network marketing companies and just go to the top 10 in like record time. So go on the computer when you're done with me and just look at Direct Selling Association, DSA top 100 companies, 2017, look them up. And look at the Amways and Herbalife, and look at the millions and billions and billions and billions, and watch the list go from 13 billion to 10 billion to 7 billion to 6 billion, 6 billion, 5 billion, 4 billion, 4 billion, 3 billion, 3 billion, 2 billion. There's not 20 companies in the 10 billion range. There's like 3 companies in the 10 billion range, a bunch of companies in the 5 or 6, and a bunch around $1 billion, and most of them in the hundreds of millions. So we will just shoot from 0 into the top 15, top 10 in 18 months. I'm telling you that. If you got to get crazy. You got
think about this. And we used to talk about the numbers right when we got first excited. We were trying the product, and we were thinking about the 7.5 billion people in the world, and likely there's probably 70%, 80% of the population, 70% above 20, and all those numbers, how crazy those statistics are. But if people just want to hold on to something, and we'll, there's so many different ways to cut this. 20,000 bottles a day is $1 billion. I mean, they're going to, and they're about to get to 17,000 distributors by the end of this week, if not, and then as it continues to grow at the rate we're talking about, if it's 10 times in 3 months, God bless us all.
All right, check it out. I couldn't help myself.
Are you checking
Amway,
the top
2017 numbers? Amway, they dropped significantly. This says, and it says the year they were established. It's so funny. Avon was established in 1886. Okay, so Amway number one, 8.8 billion. Avon, 5.7 billion. Herbalife, 4.5 billion. Norwalk, Verwalk, 4.2 billion. Mary Kay, 3.8 billion. Infinitum, I don't know what they are, 3.4 billion. Perfect, 3 billion. I don't know that. Guardian, an Asian company, 2-point-something billion. Natura, 2.26 billion. Tupperware, 2.21. New Skin, 2.2. And then it drops down to Primerica, 1.5 billion. They're number 12. Joy Main is number 13 at 1.49 billion.
Wow.
1 million customers gets us in the top 12 in the world with companies that have been around for 100 years. 7, 6
It's going to happen.
years.
It's crazy. So,
Nuts.
I think you really crystallize for everybody. You're part of a community now, and you're going to see it live on Saturday. And there are events happening in 2 different places, if not more, and it's gathering.
That's it.
You have to think about grasping this opportunity over the next 45 to 60 days, because it probably will not be around beyond that, the low entry point. Because then at that point, with inventory corrected and everything, it's just going to be game on and move as fast as we possibly can.
Yeah.
So
I mean, people will come in they'll come in droves for the $199 and the 4-packs. They'll still do it. But for $59, you could get more people in for $59. That's the key. You may get 10 people in at $199 in the next 2 months. But could you get 20 people to pull the trigger for $60 and have them do half your effort and get 10? And before you know it, you got 20 people in for $60 and they all got 10 people. And now you have literally 200 people at your second level. Everybody gets product. You're literally on your way to ambassador. This is what we're talking about. So just get to the event. I don't want to take any more time up for anybody else. You guys are just doing an awesome job. I took care of that email with Vicky, so we're all set with that position. We're good.
Oh, the world is ours.
So we're good.
Welcome everybody to this family. It's going to be great. It's only going to grow. And honestly, we're so lucky to have your expertise and presence, and we'll continue to draw on it. Selfishly, we're going to need that as we go. So we appreciate that. And it's going to be a whole lot of fun this summer. I
want to give a shout out to Kathy and Meredith and Sandy and Terry Carter and Lori and everyone else on the phone. I don't know who you guys are on the phone. I can't see.
Oh, you know who Lori is.
Yes, she's on the wall of fame.
Yes.
You guys just don't underestimate the power of geometric progression and the power of duplication, leverage, and what's about to happen in the next 6 months. You may be making a couple bucks right now in New You Life and your confidence is pretty good and you see some other people making money. Why not you? Why not now? Why not this? Ask yourself that question tonight before you go to bed. Why not me? Other people do it and they have the skill set and connections you do, or the drive you do. And just put your head down and understand, let's get as many people in front of this $59 opportunity as you possibly can before this thing goes viral. So thanks for your time, Kevin.
Thank you, pal.
Have a great event. Emily, have a great event. I hope you guys kill it. I think there's going to be like 50 people there. It's going to go viral. So you guys have a wonderful night.
You too, pal. Thank you.
I'll talk to you soon, brother.
Yes.